Okay, part 2. You know, I'm tired of the extremely long videos. I've said this before, so I was basically talking about the only times I've worked with this certain lady named Chong, who's a Chinese older lady who's been there for almost 20 years, literally. And sorry, my fingers are getting on my nerves. I've been doing pretty good at not biting my nails anymore. But anyway, so yeah, check out part 1. I overly explained working with this lady named Chong, so now I'm back to what I was talking about. So hope I have enough gas to get to Federal Way. Gotta meet up with some old friends. Well, they're not old. I actually knew them this year, but old coworkers, I'll say that. Yeah, poor Dominic. He doesn't work with ABM anymore. They let him go. So, yeah, other than that, the whole explanation of Chong is part 1. But yeah, she started off the morning kind of nasty like that for Kyle, and I had to tell him, don't even let it bother you, bro. Is she, that's why I don't talk to her. But anyway, it was pretty chill, honestly. We all got through it. I did the sinks, Kyle did the garbages. And then the next room, I did the bathrooms. Jeannie just I thought was going to do the women's, but she ended up sweeping and mopping the floors, which did need to be done, but she asked me hella late. So I was doing the women's bathroom after I did the men's. And Kyle comes in, and he was like, dude, he'll rush me. He'll genuinely rush me sometimes. I'm like, I'm trying to go as fast as I can, because the women, I guess some women were waiting on the bathroom, and I think he didn't mean to make it seem like they were bugging about it, but he was like, oh yeah, they're already complaining about. I'm like, I'm going as fast as I can, and I told him they're gonna have to wait. That's what I told him. And Kyle he'll back up when I tell him something assertive like that. He'll back up. He'll be like, fair enough, But he'll back up. I told him they're gonna have to wait, So, I got the bathroom done, and I told him this wouldn't have happened if Jeannie just did the bathroom. It would have already been done by now, but So I did the bathroom. We went in there, did all that. The dining room. Had the break. 10:30 came. Went to the whatchamacallit, wait a minute. Went on the first break. Then we went in the next room, I think. Yeah. Then we went to the kitchen, did the kitchen locker rooms and all that. Then we went to lunch. After lunch, then we went to laboratory, did the laboratory garbages. Jeannie got talked to by Kyle for some issues. I didn't really pry and ask what they were talking about, but they were laughing and talking with each other in the end, but I know she got chewed out because he kept being like, I just don't, then I'm going to get in trouble, and this person's going to get in trouble, and you're going to get in trouble because Jeannie lost her keys for a minute, and, that's scary right there, like, genuinely, like I wouldn't want to lose my keys either, so I was like, oh. Because they're real on about those keys. They're real on about it. They'll be real on about those keys. I threw my fucking hip out yesterday. It still hurts. I don't know why or what I did. I was on my third break, and I got up somehow, some way, and it caused my hip to spaz out. I don't know how, but I did, you know. But anyway, yeah, you know, so my hip was hurting the rest of the day. But yeah, when we did that third and final room, we went into the kitchen, and Kyle was like, okay, who wants to do the trashes? And both me and Jeannie were like, I'll do the trashes. So Kyle was like, oh shit, this is on you guys. You know, because understandably, this, you know, two people want to figure it out. So, yeah, while they were talking, I did the last room by myself, and which was fine. But I was tired, you know. And Jeannie somehow doesn't know how to tie a garbage bag, which doesn't make any sense to me. And I asked her, you don't know how to tie a garbage bag? I was like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with you? But yeah, when we were trying to figure out who's doing the garbages, I threw it in her face yesterday about not helping Alicia. Now we're getting into it with each other. I told her, you know, I helped with the sinks and the garbages yesterday, so I'm going to do the garbages. And she wanted to say something. She kept trying to make her point of, I'm too grown, I'm not gonna argue. She kept repeating that. I'm too old, I'm too grown, I'm not gonna argue, I'm too grown for that. I'm too grown for that. I'm not gonna, I'm like, okay, go do the bathrooms. Hush. You know? But it turned into who did what yesterday. Oh, I did the bathrooms with Alicia yesterday. Yeah, and you left Alicia alone to do the sinks. So, it's not really helping your point here. But, yeah, we were fine after that, though. I guess we kind of like Kyle just laughed at what the fuck ever. You know, because really, I don't want to start fighting with her. I really don't. But yeah, so, oh, I meant to call my mom. Sorry, Mom. But yeah, you know, kind of led to a slight scuffle. But we got it done. And then we ended up in the dining hall for the rest of the time. And then I went on my third break, and I threw my hip out. Like I said, I was just sitting there fine, just on my phone. And I got up, and my hip fucking spazzed out. And it didn't go away. It's still there. I'm still stuck with it. I was stuck with it all day yesterday. And I woke up I woke up this morning, and it's still fucking there. My whole lower back is still hurting. I'm like, what the fuck is going on, you know? So I took a few ibuprofens, and hopefully it'll die down after moving. You know, I really don't know what I did to throw my back out. I just got up from the chair, and yeah, you know. But when I got in the car and moving my leg, that's when it got worse. So, on the other hand, I lost my charger, my other charger. This is the one that I would use with my iPad. Thankfully, I had an extra one, but it's not an Apple charger, so I'll have to look around, and hopefully it'll be in the closet. But yeah, no, I lost my fucking charger, so I was not very happy about that. I was just like, bro. I was like, bro, come on. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, let's that. Smooth sailing the rest of the way. But yeah, so yeah, I lost my charger, but I dropped a lot. I thought, you know, because parking was really rough yesterday. I was actually having a really hard time parking. Yeah, I got there at like 7:10, and it took me like 5 minutes to or 7:12, 7:15. Took me a fat minute to find fucking parking. I was like, bro, why is there no parking? So I was like, maybe that's why I was meant to be there early, because clearly there's no parking. So I had to park at a different parking lot. And yeah. So then I went home and had another scuffle. But everything's fine now, I guess. So, since the home life is personal, I'm just going to keep quiet about it for now. So, but no, it wasn't a major argument or nothing like that. But that's a whole nother story of its own. But I'm going to end it here because I'm almost at the gate. Friday. Just got to knock it out today. All I got to keep telling myself is I'm not going to be there forever, but I need to just work with it for right now. And another thing, tomorrow, I guess I barely made enough to get a car paid, so good thing I have what I have, so then I can go to Tacoma tomorrow and put something down on the bass guitar, thankfully. But anyway, I'm at the gate, so bye for now.